And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Tuesday morning, everyone. Taking a look at our water vapor imagery here as we're starting out the day, as drier air is pretty much taking over the entire region, taking any threat of severe weather with it. But let's take a look at kind of what we're seeing there. Satellite and radar right now. There's that low pressure system straight to our north right now. As you can see, kicking up some showers and thunderstorms up in Kansas, parts of Oklahoma as well. But you'll notice for us, we're in what's called the dry slot. So the closer you are to the center of that low, the windier those conditions are going to be. The further south you are, it might be just a little bit calmer. But as we start out the morning, it is still a little bit blustery out there. But in terms of anything on satellite and radar, things are pretty much quiet. It's cooler off towards the west as we saw what's called a Pacific cold front that moved through overnight. You're going to see 45 in Clayton starting out the day, mid-50s off in the eastern sides of the area. Low 60s by 10 a.m. Lunchtime temperatures looking to be getting up into the 70s for the warmer parts of the area. And your daytime highs, a lot like yesterday, maybe just a few degrees cooler. We're looking at right about 80 degrees here in Amarillo, some 70s scattered around in the quote-unquote cooler parts of the region, but still generally above average for most of the area. Back down in the 60s, of course, by this evening. Now, winds still going to be pretty stout here as we start out the day. It'll be a windy morning out there, 11 a.m. You'll see those wind speeds sustained over and near 30 miles an hour up in the northern parts of the area, mid-20s for the rest of the region. But you will notice as we go into this afternoon, while most of us start to calm down, maybe 10 to 15, 10 to 20 miles an hour at times, places up in the north like Liberal, Elkhart, Guyman will still probably be on the breezier end of the spectrum, like I said, just simply because of their proximity to the center of that low pressure. But the good news is that upper level system moves out. It takes those nastier winds with it. We see single-digit wind speeds as we head on into this evening and into your Wednesday as well, and that sets the stage for maybe some calmer days ahead, which is certainly some good news. But because of those winds, still some drier air in place today. We still have red flag warnings for our northern and western counties for the day today, all of them in effect until your Tuesday evening for gusts around 45 miles an hour, if not stronger. But like I said, the further south you are, you can expect those winds to relax just a little bit sooner. But let's talk about our next weather maker, because this is something worth getting excited about. We're tracking a possibly rainy weekend, so still several days out. We don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but let's take a look at what model data is showing right now. Upper level system starts to move out, and the way things are shaping up, a cold front will move in Thursday, and then we'll see a good amount of moisture start to kind of build in from the Gulf. You'll see right there, maybe some showers starting to pop up late Friday night, but then going into Saturday, this looks a little more reminiscent of last Tuesday. Not necessarily a severe weather event, just good widespread soaking rains. Like I said, still several days out, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves just yet. But if this model verifies, and as you can see right there, most of your Saturday could be spent a little bit damp. Looking at your 7-day supercast, sunny days here for the next couple of days. You're going to see highs in the 80s. Cold front pushes through. That's going to knock us into the 70s, 60s, and ultimately 50s. There for Saturday, your coolest day out of the next 7 with an overnight low of 37 degrees. So not quite near freezing, but certainly pretty chilly out there. 30% chance of overnight showers Friday into Saturday. 40% chance of rain there on Saturday. So keep it locked to News Channel 10. We'll be providing you with the latest updates as we get closer to hopefully what could be a wet weekend.